Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go.
Let's have a quick look at our house. It's very cute. It's a very nice little house. Does it help us get the Oculus? I'm not sure. We might have to... I know how we're going to get that. We're going to go through here, and we're going to fall down. And then going to grab it on the way down. Oh, Vega's here. And I will drink some water. Hydrated. I mean, you might have been here all along. I meant like you've reappeared visually, I guess. Well, there it is. There we go. Ooh. I think we can talk to the statues. Huh? Ooh. Okay, but what am I... Ooh. Reset and try again. How do I reset and try again? No, reset. How do I reset? Help. Hello? Oh, maybe it did reset? Okay, and then let's remove these. I don't know what I've started. I didn't even know this was a thing. Didn't even know you could have these kinds of minigames. But apparently you can. Ooh, okay, there's stuff on this side too. Ooh, okay. Can we reach? No. Nahida is a little bit short, I think, is a problem. Only a slight problem though. Ooh. Okay. We're supposed to get 4 more blocks somehow. Okay, well these two are only supposed to have 2 blocks, and okay, that one. And then this one has 3, so it's gonna be this one as well. And then that one is 3 blocks wide. Okay, those are both correct. And then that front one. Okay. Ooh, this bottom bit. That one. Ah, it's a finch! It'll do. Fine, auto reset. But the finch is there now, and there's 2 of them. Very cute. Can I do more? I don't know. You had to go shopping. Fair enough. Did you have good shopping? Okay. That solves that problem. Nice, nice. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to click on this and claim these. Okay. Now what? Ah, Varka. That's what I was gonna do. Varka's Hex and Circle quest. Ooh. Huh. Varka. No, it's here. Yes, here. No, Yes. Varka. We'll do Varka's quest. And I kind of want to do the rest of those little Finch things, but I don't know how you get them to come, the minigames to appear. Maybe you have to do it on different days, or maybe like every time you enter the place, you can do another one. You can find out by teleporting there later. Okay, Varka. Varka quest, Varka quest, Varka quest, hello. You know, since Varka came up with the whole idea of holding a conference with the Heckin Circle, how come they had never found out what task they gave him? Oh, we never found out what task they gave him. Let's see, Varka, wait, why is it blank? Why don't we just go ask him ourselves? Good point. Well, knowing what he'd like, we'd better start by checking all the local taverns and restaurants. Not here, huh? Looks like I'll have to figure this out on my own. Speak of the devil, huh? Hey, Varka, we wanted to ask you about your task. Oh, hey there, Honorary Knight and Paimon, my task? What's all this about? Heckin Circle has set tasks for everyone, but yours seems to be blank. Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure Alice did tell me something about that, I think. You think? That conference of yours is why this task even exists in the first place. Ugh, anyway, why is yours blank? I'd take a wild guess, probably because it'd be too much of that little book of theirs to handle. Now I'm listening. How much are we talking? My task is to make the finest wine Devat has ever seen. How's that too much? Trust me, this is serious business. See this new scar on my arm? That's what it cost me just to get my hands on the recipe. There I was venturing into a deep, dark domain, battling some of the fiercest, most vicious monsters I'd ever seen. Seriously? Now we're just 3 special ingredients short of finishing this thing. Honorary Knight, Paimon, would you be willing to lend me a hand? And fine, why not? There's the only 3 things. Paimon's just gonna pretend she buys your story. Alright, so we still need wood chips struck by knights, pigeon feathers shed in joy, and medicinal broth to be brewed in a large cauldron. The soup pot? Wait a sec, weren't we supposed to be making wine? That sounds like some kind of super suspicious potion. Good point. Well, Taskmasters are a bunch of mages after all. We're following the recipe to the letter, so all 3 ingredients must adhere to their requirements. Come on, let's get started with those wood chips. Okay, that sounds like... Yeah, Knights of Vonia's training ground. That sounds like, you know, every time we, is her name Yuri? Maybe? She's always asking us to, like, help her smash all the dummies at the same time. That's what this sounds like. I ran out of stamina. Can't climb the walls without stamina. Oh, here we are. Okay, we're getting close. I thought they were going to put that drink stand more permanently, but it's not here. Hello, Mr. Pyro. I don't know if I should respond to the fact that you said every blobby, but hello, welcome. We're doing a bunch of things. So we did like our Columbina quest, we did the photo, like mushroom, bongo head and Kindlejoy, like photo taking event, and then we did a random world quest in Nokrai that accidentally triggered about sealing some things, and then we did the like, you know, the reputation thing in Nokrai, but the one that's at like Nicole's house, and now we're doing Varka's Heckin Circle quest. None of which is going to Piramida, so I'm still kind of hoping we can slip that in at the end, but I'm not sure we'll manage it. But that's fine. This is where we'll be getting this wood chip struck by knights, huh? Ah, Grandmaster, Honorary Knight, are you here to train as well? Well, maybe not in traditional sense, but we're here to pursue a goal, so I guess that counts too. You're already so skilled, yet you still strive for perfection. Please train however you like, I'll be taking notes from the side. Okay, let's get our wood chips struck by knights. Okay. I think if we just whoop. I'm annoyed that it's only the training dummy this huge. My father made this as a special collector's edition. I'm sure it'll prove worthy of your skills. Amazing! So that's how you do it. I just happen to feel like she's heard that reaction like 100 times before. Yep, this'll do. The shape, the texture, the quality. Brilliant. How can you tell one chip apart from another is beyond Paimon. Whatever, as long as you're happy. Next up, this pigeon feather shed in joy. Need something else? Sorry, I'm all sweaty. No. No problem, I'm gonna carry on with the sword practice now, so keep your distance. Did I do the Varka challenge? I think Is that the thing that where you have to fight the wolf? I think I fought the wolf that like opened up the door, but I couldn't defeat the actual wolf because my Varka wasn't strong enough. He's probably still not strong enough, so no. Probably not. Oh, this is gonna be I tried to say pigeons and Timmy and it didn't really work. Timmy's pigeon! Is that what we're going to do? Yes, you get a claymore skin. Ooh. No, I haven't done it because I'm not good enough. But interesting. It's like all those things in Natlan. I never did all the totems because I'm just not good enough at them. Hey, you scared off all the pigeons! Grandmaster? Hey, you've little Timmy. Grown up quite a bit, haven't you? Been eating well? Yes, sir. I always remember what you told me, that I've got to eat well and exercise hard if I want to grow up big and strong. Like, this kid's attitude, it changed in a heartbeat. Well, I guess that's the Varka effect. Honestly, I would be shocked if there was a single kid in the city who didn't look up to our living legend over here. Sorry for scaring your pigeons away. I was actually going to ask, is there a way to approach pigeons without spooking them while keeping them happy at the same time? To be honest, I usually just walk up to them quietly and scatter some feed. Boom, that's it. So, you got any extra feed on you right now? I do have quite a bit, but Grandmaster, what are you trying to do? Don't worry, little man, we just need to borrow a feather or two. You have my word. Alright then, no problem, and thank you, Grandmaster. We gotta go to where the pigeons gather. You know that. Fair enough. Yeah, they're difficult, and my characters, while adorable, are not that strong. I need to, I haven't built them properly. I need to fix that, and I've been saying that for the last 3 years, so that's going well. You know, the training guide is exactly what someone like me needs, because I had no chance of doing it before they added that training guide thing. I still don't really have a good chance, but it's better than it was. Looks like we've got ourselves some pigeon tracks. Let's wait here. When they appear, walk up to them quietly and scatter the feed, but make sure not to hurt them. Ready? We're ready. Okay. This is intense. Get away, we'll have to wait for them to come back now. Wait. How do I... Oh, phew! There's a tutorial on YouTube on how to easily do them. You know what? Fair enough. But I don't know, I think I've got good enough characters for that. No! You jumped on it! That's not going to work. Got him. The feathers are in the bag. I repeat, the feathers are in the bag. I mean, I guess he did it. Finally, this task really is harder than Paimon thought. Just one more legit ingredient to go. Medicinal broth brewed in large cauldron. That's gotta be down to pack the water. I'll head over there right away. Follow whenever you can, alright? Ah! Wait a jeez, talk about excited. That guy just took off faster than a flock of fussing pigeons. That's like free as the wind mentality. Bet he can barely wait for the drink to stop flowing. That old booze hound. Huh? Who was that? Ah! Diona, what are you doing here? And why were you hiding? I'm only here to pick some fruit, I swear. I didn't expect I'd run into that piece of work all the way out here. Ugh, he's been bugging me non-stop lately, trying to talk me into making him some drink again. I got so sick of it that I've been avoiding him whenever I can. What's the story behind this drink, then? So you know how he returned recently with some of the expeditionary force, right? Well, guess what? Practically the first thing he did was swing by the cat's tail for a celebratory drink or two. Seriously, Paimon thought they'd have just stayed back at the Knights of Avonia's headquarters. Oh always had Varka down as more of an angel share kind of guy myself. Ugh, hence why I said practically. They did all that and more. The cat's tail was round 3 of a citywide tavern crawl. Oh! And Pyron bet they'll do it all over again the next time another batch of troops returns home. No doubt about that. Anywho, long story short, I couldn't bear the sight of those drunk old skunks for even 1 second longer, so I made it my mission to mix in the most disgusting, nauseating drinks in order to that. But Diona, you couldn't make a bad drink even if you tried. Yeah, so that's why I tried to get Prince to mix the drinks instead. If one of those drunkards hadn't started messing with his Meowjo. In the end, Prince ran off before he could finish, lest he give that old bruiser a nice big scratch on the way out. Ah, that's how Varka got his scar. Oh, at least he gave him a scratch. Okay. There he was, venturing into a deep, dark domain tavern, fighting some of the fiercest, most vicious monsters Prince I've ever seen. Anyway, it was right there in front of me, one small step away from completion. You applied the finishing touches yourself? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, let me ask one more thing. What did you put in there? Some wood chips, and I noticed the knight's clothes and pigeon feathers I picked up in the forest. Oh. And some of the Hillshire herbal soup I was planning to turn into a remedy for sobering up. Wait a sec, you said all this happened not long after Varka first got back, right? That must mean no one's told him that only Diona herself could make such an awful recipe taste good. Uh-oh, this could be bad. We've got to go stop him before it's too late. Uh-oh. Ooh. The old booze brain will be okay though, won't he? He'll be fine, but you might have to mix him the drink. Okay, let's go from here. Does that outline event that gave you a profile card if you did 100 points? Stuck on that level, they found a video on how to do with 4 stars. Oh, no, I never got close. Wow. No, I should have googled that. Ah. I guess there really is a tutorial for everything. Oop. What does this have to do with the Hexen Circle? Ooh! A mask? Unbelievable, since when were Hillshire so amenable to reason? Hello, you haven't seen Varka around here, have you? As a matter of fact, yes I have. Just now he went off to borrow a large cauldron from the citadel shelves, and get this, they gave it to him as soon as they saw him. Weirdest thing was, they barely exchanged any words at all. I just don't understand how it went so smoothly. Could the Grand Master know some Hillshire body language that I'm unaware of? I don't think that was communication, at least not any recognisable language, body or otherwise. That's not the point here. Anyway, where is he now? Right over there. Finally it's done, the finest wine in all its vat, right here in my hands. Varka, don't! Oh hey gang, you finally made it. The Hillshires just now were surprisingly reasonable. Didn't expect this to go half so smoothly, Anyway, time to find out what this bad boy tastes like. Wait, don't drink it! Huh, you want to taste it first? Dream on, kid, the honor of the first cup's mine. That's not what I'm... Don't worry, I'll leave some for you. He's gonna get food poisoning. Uh-huh. Hold up, why do I feel so bad? Varka, no! Varka, are you okay? Varka! Grandmaster, come on dude, get a hold of yourself! Come on, you didn't defeat a god just to bite the dust here. Ugh, ah. I remember that, I could have sworn I saw all the previous nights of Borea standing right here in front of me. Oh no, he's just so bad he started hallucinating. He's a major guess. Yep. I don't know if I should chew you out for ending up like this, or marvel that you're still standing at all. Either way, I need a moment to digest it all, both the drinks and the lesson too. You give Varka the rundown on Diona's infallible knack for mixing drinks. In other words, you tell him only she could turn such trade ingredients into top-rate liquor. Ah, so the ingredient was actually the spring fairy's blessing. Never would have guessed. Hey, no you act all innocent, you still owe us one for trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Sorry, truth is though, I genuinely believed it would work, and I was even planning to come clean over a drink or two afterwards anyway. But I guess you probably don't want to drink it anymore, do you? I think I'll pass. Not sure I have that kind of courage. Well, I guess I owe you one. How about this? I'll treat you to a meal at the Good Hunter once we're back. Now that's more like it. You're way too easy to bribe. Ah, come on. You saw what state he was in after he downed that cart. I'm sure he's learned his lesson. Guess I have no one to blame but myself, huh? Anyway, back to the subject of your task. Why is it blank? Ah, well, I was going to save the story for the tavern, but I guess the open air will have to do. Still giving tasks to everyone in Mondstadt, huh? Interesting idea. Do I get one too? Well, if you really must know, yours was to change the fate reflected in Scryglass, but you already did that quite some time ago. Then we decided to set off on your expedition, to be precise. Oh, well, that was easy. Homework, Varka, the unanswered question, homework complete. Yeah, that was it. Oh, okay. I guess that's it. Let's just have a look. Where is he? Varka. Here he is. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sure. Cool. That was easy. He already finished it. That's why it was blank. Okay. Sure. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can see anything else in that book. Okay, I'm sure it's painfully obvious to every reader by now, but the Witch Certification and Final Trial mentioned Volume 1 of the original work can only be taken by children who wish to become great witches. In other words, you can't have a Witch Certification exam without witches. Surely no one would use the certification exam as an excuse to give themselves a task they've already completed just go around swindling people out for free. Drinks, right? Beautiful. Anyway, okay, I think that's everything that we could do anyway. Oh! You know what this means? We can go to Piramida! Yes! Oh. I have unlocked something? Oh well, I guess we can find out now if I can make another statue. We can go to Piramida, which means my title won't be a lie. Okay, yeah, we did that. I see. Ooh, hello. What are you doing? Welcome to the Mage's Lodge. Oh wait, it's just you two. I'm not quite at the moment. I'm actually in Siberia watching a Rishbal tiger bearing his teeth at me. That's tea on the table though. Help yourselves. How long has this tea been brewing? Is it still drinkable? Oh, ye of little faith. Rest assured that the Mage's teapot will only ever be filled with freshly brewed tea. Sorry, gotta go. It's charging right at me. Nah, what a brave little kitty. Is there some tea we can drink? No, I actually just came to see if there was another thing we could make, but because I can see one more plinth here and two more plinths here, which makes me think that we need to, like, that's gonna be a thing that needs doing at some point. Maybe I'll Google it. But okay, so I guess we should go and do the quest now. Which it's not this one. It's one of these. Let's find out. It is this one. There we go. This is what we were supposed to do forever ago. But yes, let's go up here and talk to some people. Okay, so I guess this is the Ratnik. I forgot what this quest was about, like, completely. But let's talk to this guy. I'm doing the same thing day in and day out, and will it be my turn to be called out to the battlefield? What are you doing? As you can see, I'm standing guard. Sergeant Major Moshkin told me to check the identities of people coming and going, but I didn't see the point. Are we really expecting the Wild Hunt to disguise themselves as regular people and waltz through the checkpoint or something? You seem somewhat dissatisfied. As a Ratnik, I respect every decision made by Sergeant Major Moshkin. For a soldier, obedience is fundamental. Just that, I didn't go through all this selections and assessments just to be a watchman. Sergeant Major even said to me, stay grounded and pay attention to how others fight. Heroic fantasies will only get you killed, but so what? You know what a real hero looks like? Someone like Sigurd, someone who fights to death and becomes a legend that everyone admires. Not someone who stands here day after day watching the others return crowned in battle glory. Oh, poor guy. Anyway, let's... Oh, and then let's... Oh! Oh, it's a sideways lift! It's a lift! Piramida is such a tall city from far away, it really does look like a giant lighthouse. It's a city? Wow! Ooh. Oh, it really does go up. Okay. Oh, someone appears to be the leader. Oh, Torchforger, who lamented the darkness on the borderlands, we Lightkeeper's pledge here and now. Thus did I foresee, waves crashing on the shore, the night sky devoured by deathly silence. Thus did I declare, whomsoever cradles the flame and keeps it burning unquenched need not descend into that darkness. We are the Lightkeepers who shine eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains. My fellow companions, our mission this time is to repel the monsters infesting within the Kippamaki Cliff and investigate the culprit behind the Wild Hunt outbreak. We shall have foot on that cliff, which we last approached 3 years ago, and fight this decisive battle. I know many of you, like me, have reasons why you must be on this mission. Keep this in mind, Piramida is behind us. For the living, for our future, we must not take even one step back. As our vows and thunders, our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life great than death. We shall... Our solemn duty as Ratniki. To battle! Yes, Captain! Yes! Iluga! I forgot his name for a second. It's Iluga! What is he doing here? I have never seen so many Ratniki gathered and heading out before. This must be a real serious business. The captain seems like a reliable sort. Yeah, he looks about the same age as Kaiko, but he's got such an imposing presence. I'm so worried. They're gonna after that special wild hunt, right? Will they actually be okay even with all those people? Let's find a way to pitch in. The wild hunt's everyone's problem, not just the Lightkeepers. We can't just leave them be. No to bother you both. Hey there, Gramps. Anything we can help you with? This is our first meeting, but I can already tell that you're no ordinary people. I happen to hear that a blonde-haired adventurer named Kaiko and her companion have arrived in Nokrai, bringing with them impressive resumes from adventurers all over Tefat. Would that you happen to be those two legends? Yes, indeed. How did our whereabouts get leaked again? No. Yes, indeed. Paimon didn't expect to be recognized here. If this keeps up, we'll have to go undercover just to step outside. Don't you like being famous, Paimon? Fortunately, I'm used to being famous. Do you like being famous? Well, it's not like that. Paimon's just worried that if we get commissions to deal with bad guys, I'll get tipped off and run away before we even leave the guild. I'm Nikita, an ordinary Ratnik who has been stationed in this remote land for years. Pardon my sudden interruption, but in truth, I have a humble request. Huh? Because you're related to the Wild Hunt? Indeed, it has a great deal to do with it. I'd like you to help us find a relic called the Silver Lampwick. You come to the right people. We're really good at finding things, but what does this relic have to do with the Wild Hunt? I'm afraid we have to start with Wild Hunt calamity that swept through this land 500 years ago. Legend has it that an evil beast wielding dark powers made Nokrai its hunting ground, tormenting countless living beings. It lasted until the Torchforger defeated it with 3 sacred relics, the sword, the lamp, and the mirror, and sealed it beneath Kippamaki Cliff. Only then was the calamity quelled. Silver Lampwick is one of those 3 sacred relics. It can summon a barrier to defend against the Wild Hunt's attacks. After quelling the calamity, the Torchforger entrusted it to Aaliyah the Fae, guardian of the Pillar of Ambler. The situation is critical now. We must rely on the relic's power to pull through. We sent Ratniki to search for it, but we aren't exactly experts at hunting down items of power. We're very grateful if you two could help. This involves a wild hunt, so I'll gladly pitch in. Have to pay for this, I presume. No, we'll pitch in. Good. It seems the tales are right. You are no mere great adventurer, but a righteous hero who fights for the good of others. In other words, you've got to go to the Pillar of Embler, find the legendary Silver Lampwick, and bring it back here. Isn't the relic being kept by the Fae? How are we supposed to find and retrieve it? That's not Flynn's, is it? According to legend, following the Kuvaki as it guides you upwards will lead you to her. She's once an ally of the Torchforger, so I believe she will understand if you explain the situation to her. If you do obtain the Silver Lampwick, please give it to Iluga. You've already seen him. He's a young leader of that force, and thus... and the one who needs this relic most right now. Okay, but we gotta explore first. There's a whole place here! You know, I wouldn't call myself a regular volunteer, but are you certain my aid is not warranted this time? Flynn's! Oh, Flynn's, you're here. I thought you wouldn't show up. Will you write at me so frequently if you believe that in truth? Why, by my reckoning, you had a missive delivered to my lighthouse posting a week ago. Do I seem like the sort of Ratnik who would disrespect his Starshnia by not even checking in? No, in any case, we at HQ have never failed to send you check-in notices either. You have the kid to thank for that. He's the closest to you of us Lightkeepers, always presses me about how you're doing. How fares the young master? You've entrusted him with a grave responsibility after all. Yes, I need him, and I trust him greatly as well. I believe my warning was clear. This is no ordinary Valtan. Those monsters were drawn here by an ancient being, one that has been sealed in the Kippamaki Cliff for ages. I also know a little about him. We met at the Bellied Tsar's court even. No golden variety viper was he. I recall those eyes of his. They were exactly like the one staring at us right now. Do you ever remember how we became Lightkeepers, Flins? You mean you people? We, Flins, us. Lately, I've been dreaming about the past, about those battles we went through together. Disaster always strikes suddenly, whether you're ready to fight and face it, or you cling to fear and pray for the best. No one is spared when the time comes. However, we know we must struggle until lasting peace arrives. We, Lightkeepers, have proved that. We built the foundation of this fortress through 500 years of struggle. True, but I would suggest Iluga need not attend remedial lessons on this subject yet. You know better than I that he has lost everything once before. Indeed, only his youthful spirit prevents him from admitting this truth, I deem. Yet my time is running out, little remains of the years I brought for him, especially when compared to the burden he must soon shoulder. I see your mind is made up. In that case, let me not waste further breath on persuasion, my good Starshna. By the way, do you remember that item I asked you to look for last time? I would never forget the command you gave me, sir. A relic from 500 years ago, and one tied to the first Moonchanter in countless ways. Even I had to go to great lengths to obtain it. Time for us to prepare as well. Let us witness the power of the bow and arrow bequeathed to us by the Torchforger. Oh. Isn't the lighting bell to do with Iluga? Is this like Iluga's elaborate story quest? You might heed this call from the past, please ascend the tower. You heard that too, right? Was that Alia the Fae calling to us? If it's in the tower, do you think we should check it out? I do that stands in Piramida. It appears to be highly revered by the Lightkeepers. Ooh, okay. I kind of want to do a little bit of a running around job, you know? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, who are you? Wait, this is a Nash town, but this is where the map said to go. You're in Piramida. Ah, Piramida, I know that name. I've been getting lost left and right ever since I came to Not Cry, but I made it to Not Cry this time, didn't I? That's an improvement at least. In good news, there seems to be no shortage of things here that can serve as my research topics. And since we're already here, might as well stick around for a while and stock up on supplies before I head over to Nash Town. This poor person. Are you a researcher at the academia? Yes, I'm a researcher from the Kashwara Darshan. They call me Speedwalker Zena. They probably just say it to tease me. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that nickname. Of course, being a researcher means I have to get out and broaden my horizons. I decided to visit Nash Town this time because I heard there were all kinds of new interesting mechanisms there. If I got lost and ended up here instead, just like my mentor said. Zena, make sure you know which way you're going before you set out next time. Oh dear. What has she gotten herself into? Okay. Oh, Sergeant Major Marshkin! The more effort you put in now, the better your chance of victory will be down the road. What are you doing here? As you can see, I'm praying for our future battles. It's unlikely I'll be joining them on the battlefield anytime soon, thanks to my old injuries, but the least I can do is pass on my battlefield experience to others. Imparting your experience is also an important part of the job. That's all I can do at this point. The real battlefield is thousands of times tougher than any training ground, so we've got to give every bit of preparation done right. Now, when the day finally comes, I hope they can all take the field certain they will win. Welcome to the Ratnik Garrison, City of Piramida. This public board has been a sort of state communication city. Information related to Piramida and the Ratniki will be posted here. Okay, let's leave, because that is a spiral I don't want to go down. And who are you? Should have everything with me, but no harm checking again, right? Sword, lamp, and... Are you going somewhere? Yes, it's crucial to be prepared for battle. We can't afford to forget anything. On the battlefield, when you need something, everything, whether it's a weapon, supplies, bandages, or potions, it must be within immediate reach. Hate it when you could have done something but end up failing because you weren't prepared. Don't even want to go through that again. Don't ever want to go. Do you think that's a bit much to take with you? Of course not. Internally, we have guidelines for gear to keep the overly cautious folks from stuffing their pockets with things they don't need. That said, while I always stick to the guidelines, I do tend to bring just a little extra when I can. After all, you never know when something might come in handy. And who are you? Oof, mission's complete. Now it's time for the platoon report. You know, I don't think I've ever seen your unit around. Of course, that's because I'm the only one left in it. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Don't look at me like that. It's not like those idiots are dead or anything. Old man Nikita has Captain Inga doing menial trials now as punishment for being reckless in command earlier. The others were sent home on leave for emotional distress, that's all. But Larry, the idiot, he had to play the hero and get himself seriously hurt. Told him he shouldn't try to save me, no matter what happened, but he just had to act tough. Why aren't you home on leave then? There's no need for me to go. If I go back to Nashtown, I'll just be hearing that old fool going on about how I shouldn't join the Lightkeepers or followed in their footsteps. Hell, it was he and Uncle Sigurd who saved me back then, and it was he, Chikrin the Ratnik, who adopted me and taught me how to fight. And now he's also the one who won't stop nagging me. Never mind, he might be terrified of the wild hunt, but not me, and he might have turned his back on the hero he once was, but I won't bring further dishonour to his name. Besides, probably better if I act on my own. I won't have to deal with military orders or worry about my teammates' safety, and I can focus on getting rid of those blasted monsters. Okay. So it looks like there's a lot going on here. Let's run around a bit. You know, just a little bit. There's a blacksmith. Hello, what do you need made? I can do custom orders too. I'm just looking around. Sure, take your time, have a look around. If anything catches your eye, try it out and see if it suits you. Weapon is your comrade in arms to pick with care. It's not uncommon to find that while a weapon may be fine in itself, it just isn't the right fit for you. Trust me, like a good comrade and a good weapon will be your lifeline when you need it most. You do have a point. Right, so take your time and look around. Oh right, we did something a little more special. You can custom make weapons too. And who are you? Let's check the third batch of supplies, and while we're at it, let's also take a quick count of medical supplies and ammo we have on hand. I hope we haven't forgotten anything. Don't worry, I'm also keeping track for you. Sorry about that, it's just that every time I get busy I start talking to myself without even realising it. After all, any slip up in the pre-op prep can cause the plan to fall apart entirely. I have no intention of dropping the ball. Let me see, oh dear, how do they mix up the column for weapon quality with the one for weight? If one of the numbers don't match up, now I have to start the inventory list all over again. Should be fine as long as nothing's missing from the inventory, right? So you've been forced to check on site. Missing? No, it's key we get the numbers right too. We have to keep checking every report again and again, precisely because no one takes number keeping seriously. That's a problem we can't avoid, since there are so few keepers capable of handling paperwork. Oh. Well, that's a bit rubbish. So you've been forced to check on site. That's right, but who knows how many errors like this are still lurking in these reports. No point rushing things either way. I'll go through all the forms first, and then I'll head to the warehouse. Aha! Oh, no, I didn't climb high enough. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Oh, no, Nahida, do not fall. Hello, are you here for long-range observation too? Long-range observation? That's right, just like what I'm doing now, you find a high vantage point, hide yourself, mark the enemy position, then hold your breath. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself again, am I not? I used to be really good at this, you know? Are you talking about taking shots at your target from a vantage point? Yes, you guessed it, I'm not the shooter, I used to be after the wild hunt into my eye, ended my career as a sniper to boot. That's a real pity. You think so too, eh? Not to brag, I've taken out so many wild hunt PCs you could pile them up into a hill. Shame though, won't be giving my teammates that sort of support ever again. But we're all a tenacious bunch, us lightkeepers, even without me the others will keep this place safe, so don't you worry. I don't see the Lightkeeper's training grounds, but I can't possibly leave Dragana here on her own. The two of you are... Hello, my name is Pavio, and it's my younger sister Dragana. Please don't worry, there's nothing to be said about, we're simply waiting here for our friend. Looks like the two of you are really close. Of course, I mean we grew up side by side, but now he's already this Lightkeeper big shot, and I am nowhere close. Come to think of it, he's always been incredibly thoughtful and responsible, even when we were kids, he's a fantastic person, plain and simple, the kind of guy you can't ever bring yourself to envy. If only I were a bit stronger, a bit more capable, he might not have had it so tough. You know, he hasn't come back even once this whole time. It can't be stressful to stand in the flare of a friend's brilliance, so are you just here to keep waiting? Okay, it can be stressful. You're so right, it is stressful being his friend, but he's also the reason I keep trying to become better. We're about the same age, but here I am, still not a Lightkeeper. It's time to me to really pull my socks up. Is this friend Aluga? I'm guessing it's Aluga. So you're just gonna keep waiting? Yeah, that's alright, he must be really busy with his work now, and we wouldn't want to get in his way. Just going to be for a short while anyway. He waited for us plenty when we were kids, so I'll call us square. Oh, we can check the mail. It seems to be stuffed full of mail. Iluga's mail! It is Aluga! It's Aluga's mailbox! Oh. Wait, but this guy looks so young. How young is Aluga? Hello. The Lightkeeper selection process is just too much. If only they'd count my sewing and mending abilities towards the assessment. I don't really think sewing and Lightkeepers really belong in the same sentence, though. You think that Ratnik in charge of the selection process must have thought the very same thing. But someone has to mend the Lightkeeper uniforms that get torn and damaged in battle, so there are definitely ways that can be useful in moments like that. I guess some people who sew like you must be really patient. So you're saying the patience needed for sewing and mending clothes is real talent. That makes perfect sense. Why didn't I realize that sooner? As for battle skills and all that, I'm lacking in the area now. Sure, but as long as I stay determined and patient, I'll pass the selection one day. My keeper, who's both good at fighting and impatient, thought, look out, Piramida, here I come. You know there are so many different kinds of jobs out there. That's true, but I must become a Lightkeeper no matter what. I have to keep up, you see. My good friend is already a Lightkeeper, and my brother's probably about to become one too. Although I don't really have any combat skills to speak of, Dragana, that's no excuse, you can do it. Must become someone who's really good at both sewing and battle by the time the next selection comes around. Okay, look at this book. A few books on the table. Nice. It just says Iluga's books. And Iluga's mailbox. This is clearly Iluga's house. I guess it's nice that he has his own, house here. That's quite cute. Iluga's house! He has an oculus. Don't underestimate the power of these horn streams, Outlander. Just as your lamps can dispel the darkness and pigment you get from grinding streams can help ward off the dark calamity. And you are? I'm Koftis of Midland, Master of the Nightwind, and I walk as a supplicant of the way up. It is they who have sent me to show the Outlander warriors of Nephilim the way. I'd cry. Yet the guard named Levanti referred to me as a travelling merchant and ordered me to conduct my business here. Surely words of wisdom cannot be spoken to the foolish. No matter the Nightwind will eventually make them know the secret truth, in part the truth revealed by the way up in ages past. About your goods. These aren't goods, and neither am I a merchant or Tamini. Tamini. These wondrous horn streams are 1,000-year relics from Midland. Our ancestors learned the art of grinding them from the mistress of the hidden weave, a secret that has been passed down alongside countless other sacred rites. Simply follow the path down steps to grind the herb, and you will obtain a faint glow akin to that of phlogiston, to form graffiti markings that can hold back the tides of darkness. As the people of Nephilim drive back the darkness with their lamps, we too wield our glimmer to resist the black tide. There's no distinction between our two people. Okay, well let me see what you've got. Certainly, I may not be a merchant, but I have heard your name carried on the night wind. Artamini, if you wish to barter, please come forwards. Oh, you really can just buy stuff. You buy milk and coffee and then these things. You know, I'm gonna buy these. I don't have many of those. Okay. I also do need to climb on Iluga's house. I know I was literally just there, but I didn't notice that he had an Oculus on his roof. So now we've got to climb up here so we can get the Oculus that's on his roof. I mean, if he didn't want me to climb on his roof, he shouldn't have kept an Oculus on his roof. Rookie error. Wait, where is that? Is it on that ledge? Let's find out. I love that I said I was going to do the quest, but we did make it to Piramida, so I'm going to count that as a win. Huh? Did I miss a chest? Is it behind his house? Oh. I thought there would be, but it might be on the roof? Where is it? Down? Oh, here. I've just stolen all of Iluga's stuff, my gosh. He's not gonna be very nice, is he? Because I've stolen his stuff, I stole his Oculus, I stole his chest. Oh no, I'm not going to be in his good books. Hello. Some of the rookies we've got lately are really undisciplined. We really need to straighten them out. You should cut the rookies some slack. Absolutely not. A job like this, where you're constantly surrounded by danger, what each person does affects the survival of everyone. Even the rookies need to understand that. Well, time won't spare you just because you're a rookie. A single moment of complacency can lead to consequences you can't undo later. Discipline is our last line of defense at times like this. Do you really have to be so vigilant with logistics work too? Your dedication and profession, blah, blah, blah. Of course, while logistics work may appear to be happening only far from the front lines, every single supply run is crucial to the battle's outcome. These fly runs are critical not just for the lives of our soldiers, but for the people they're protecting as well. It's all in our hands, really. That's why I can't allow even the smallest mistake. Your dedication and professionalism are truly admirable. Oh, come on now. These are all basic skills, qualities any ratnik should have. Okay. And so then that's back there. Okay, so we've done this section. Okay, but what's inside the building? And then we have to go down a bit, because we haven't gone down. Oh, it's not that big. Okay. Is this like a Flynn's thing? This is like a long table used by the Lightkeepers during their banquets. Wait! We have a Luga! This. Wait, let's see. Sorry Clee, let me just borrow a Luga for a second. I just want to see if he can, because I was thinking this is like a Flynn's thing. And then I remembered we have a Luga, so maybe he can do it. When I was young, I used to think Piramida was never more alive than during the banquets at the Great Meat Hall. I wasn't a lightkeeper then, just helping out with everyone else in the kitchen. The real appeal of a banquet to me was getting food we didn't usually get to eat otherwise. That's why I could never understand back then why the older members at the table would always burst into tears after a few drinks. It wasn't until I became a ratnik myself I started weeping harder than anyone else. Our comrades' sacrifices paved the way for us, and only by eating our fill can we find the strength to carry on. Thus, I suppose, is the true meaning of these banquets. The blood and bones we shed, use them as fuel. Something. We shall make life greater than death. Oh wait, that's it. And then there was the other one outside the statue. Also, I want to know if Iluga can open Iluga's mailbox. It seems like something he should be able to do, right? Towering statue that stands beneath the vast sky, watching over the land of Nokrai, said to be moulded off the Lightkeepers founding Starshna, Solovey the Torchforger, is clearly endured the ravages of time. Some statues watched for gaze, generations after generation of Lightkeepers have upheld the time-honoured oath, dedicating their blood and tears to the group's founding purpose. We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland. We are the Lightkeepers who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains. Perhaps so long as the light is not extinguished, the Lightkeepers' founding purpose will endure until the end of the long night. Okay. Ooh, there's a chest here somewhere. Should be like right here. Where is it? Oh, underneath. Let me grab that. I do kind of want to see if Iluga can, I also kind of want to climb the building. But let's see if he can open his own mailbox. And then we should probably, like... I just want to go down a bit. Oh, book! Nice. Whoa! Iluga, do not fall. You gotta make it to your house. Okay. There's a letter Iluga needs to look at. Yes! There's a new letter. So actually received an invitation to Miss Aina's engineering seminar. Did that happen because I drew everyone's attention when I skipped the last time with that ridiculous excuse? What should I do now? Should I act like I never saw it and bet can still put the letter back where it was? Never mind, it feels wrong to just act like I didn't see it. But of course it'd be a whole different story if I were to be called away on an urgent mission on that day. I should check the mailbox again. Is it the same one? Looks like it's a letter from a child who wants to join the Lightkeepers. Lately, more and more people have been looking to join us. That's all thanks to everyone's hard work. Even the merchants in Ashtown, who normally don't care about the public interest, are starting to see why we go to battle. Who knows, maybe it won't be long before we become stronger enough to rid Nokrai of the wild hunt threat. What an exciting thought. You should come back when you're older. He can't stop checking his mail. Oh, isn't this a letter from Mr. Flynn's? What's it doing here? I get it now. I can't believe you old man. Even if you sent me, there's no way Flynn's could accept this. Is that puppy you're trying to give him? Think of which, it's been a while since I last dropped in on him. I should pick up a route near Paha Isle next time I go on patrol. Wait, do you say anything if it's Flynn's? Ah, Iluga even. Iluga looks like he has something to say. How have you two been? Oh, Iluga, how are you? Beat me to the punch with the greeting. We're doing well, thanks, but honestly, we're all thinking of you permanent frontline fixture that you are. I'm sorry, I know I should come back to see you more often, but don't worry, I'm doing well here too. Don't sweat it. Dragana and I will be here in Piramida pretty often for the selections anyway, so you can come see you instead. How have the selections gone so far? I haven't quite made it yet, but I can feel it. I'm really close now. Pretty sure I'll nail it on the next try. As for Dragana, you should definitely ask her yourself. There's no rush, so relax. The bar is set so high here because the work we lightkeepers do is truly dangerous. I get it, just you wait. One day I'm going to be worried just like you. That's the spirit. Well then, I'll be waiting for you two right here. And Dragana, hello. Hey Dragana, you're here. I hope I didn't keep the two of you waiting too long. No, not at all, but you look really busy. Are you taking good care of yourself? Yeah, don't worry, everything's fine on my end. Are you two here for the Lightkeeper selections? How's that going? I think Pavio is close to being accepted. As for me, seriously, it's one thing to lose out to you, Iluga, but to lose out to him as well, that would be truly embarrassing. Don't think of it like that, Dragana. You have talents in areas that neither Pavio nor I can ever match. You know, that doesn't make me feel a lot better. I guess that means I need to start preparing for the next selection. That's right, and I'll be here to cheer you both on then. Well, if you're doing that, Pavio and I will have to pass the selection no matter what. We wouldn't want you to show up for nothing. What if I look at the books? These are like the books Iluga would read. It's a book I've read before. Uh-oh. It's a compilation of past intel on Wild Hunt activity. I should include that last report in here too. Most folks believe the Wild Hunt appears out of nowhere, but thanks to our long-term observation records, we're finally starting to see some patterns. There are certain spots where the Wild Hunt is more likely to surface. Those are the spots we need to keep a closer eye on. This knowledge has come at considerable cost. We must make sure that every single record is retained. Okay. We should be almost done, but I do just kind of want to see like what this level is, and then we can go, because I mean it's right here, and I am a little bit curious, and then we can go. But it just seems like a waste to explore Piramida but not explore the whole thing. I think this is a med bay. Maybe a minor injury, but you must treat it seriously. Don't avoid seeing the doctor just because it seems small. Aren't you making a mountain out of a molehill here? Oh, Iluga can talk to so many people. Absolutely not. It's vital we, especially those of us soldiers who go on missions, stay in good physical condition. What seems like a minor ailment is at first can turn into something life-threatening later on. That's what it's best to treat as soon as possible. And what do you say to Iluga? How have you been? I've been doing pretty well, thanks. How about you? How's the workload been? Is Roland giving you any trouble? That's all part of the job, and I manage it just fine. Roland, though, he'd never cause any trouble. If anything, he's the one looking out for me. Good. I suppose it's part of his job too. I know you will work hard, but please don't ignore any minor injuries or sickness. Make sure to take care of them right away. You got it. Take care of yourself too, Iva. Okay, I should probably stop talking to people, but I will just have like a look around. But I will do the rest of the talking off stream so that you guys don't have to watch me talking to people again. You know, we don't have time for that. But yeah, just wanted to have a quick look. This looks like the med bay section, I guess. And I think that's the whole thing. Oh, is that a different? No, that's. Why don't we have that Oculus? Did we not take this? Like, are there two different tracks? There are. Okay, I kind of want to take the second track just to experience it. Well, I've a little bit spoiled it by grabbing the Oculus already, but let's just take the track, the train, just a little bit, and then and get back up. That no, Iluga, do not sit. And then yeah, that'll be all. Okay, let's get on the lift. Because I figured this way we'll also be able to see if we miss anything, because on that side, the only reason I knew there was the hospital section is because when we went up past it, I looked down and I saw it, and I was like, we need to do something about that. But this just takes you... Actually, I don't think we've been here. This is different. This is the food storage area, apparently. Oh, and there's an Oculus there. Okay, I'll figure out how to get there later. Okay, and then can we go up here? And then... Yep, that's the way to Iluga's house. That's around the back. I remember that. Oh!
another one of those.
Okay, I think that's about it. Since we're in Piramida, maybe we should just stay as a Luga while I sign off. Oh, wait, what's this? Ah! We did some more exploring. Okay, and then what? Oh, okay, it's a male. Oh, wait, whose birthday is it? Aoife! Okay. Kaiko gave me quite the surprise today. Early this morning, it flew off somewhere and didn't come back, not even by lunchtime. I figured it must have been out playing all morning and gotten hungry, so I was just about to head out with some food to look for it. Then I heard the rumbling getting closer and closer. I stepped outside, and there was Kaiko, charging towards me at the head of a whole pack of saurians. Every one of them had fruit or flowers clumped in his mouth. Turns out they're all old patients of mine. So I planned the whole thing with Kaiko to give me a birthday surprise. Seeing them this full of energy again, yeah, that makes me feel really happy. Well, with guests like these, guess I'd better put together a proper lunch. Well, that's kind of wholesome. Anyway, yeah, I was meant to be signing off, so I think that's about it.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.